It's going to be Ben Crum in the number 2 for David Williams' race team on the front row. He's going to have Richard Ellis on the outside lane. If you've been here for the Day of Destruction, either spring or fall, you recognize that name, Richard Ellis. He has won many endurance races on those days. He's looking to compete here. He's going to start on the front row. Great pill draw for driver 41. The aforementioned Haley Nelson, she's going to be in row 2 starting 3rd next to Michael Joyner in the 70 starting 4th. Alex Gay starting 5th. Charles Jarvis going to start P6. Chris Goodale in the number 9 going to start 7th alongside Logan Atkins, the rookie, in P8. Danny Franklin and Ian Moyer have row 5. Thomas Matsky and Tillman Hewer have row 6. Mikey Chen, UCAR race winner from opening night, going to start in row 7 alongside Brandon Davis, the rookie, in the 14th position. In the final row, it's Jennifer Crabtree and Zach Herdline. The 32 did not make it here earlier today. He's going to start shotgun on the field. The green flag is out at Lewis. They're headed to turn 1.
We see all these drivers trying to take advantage of their good pill pulls, and the one driver that does that, Richard Ellis, he's able to get by Crum for the race lead. Following right behind him is Haley Nelson. She was very, very good and was able to get track position with that pill pull, so we'll see if she can track down that 41 of Richard Ellis. Now working his way up to the field, that's the 22 of Alex Gay. He is right up to the back bumper of that 11 car, peeking to the outside. We'll see what car 22 can do.
Yeah, 2 drivers that had top 5 runs opening night, running 2nd and 3rd, both career best finishes. Now they're running strong here again, 2nd and 3rd position, battling it out all behind Richard Ellis. At the moment, it's car 41 that leads the way here as they go down into turns 1 and 2 in single file up at the front of the field. Alex is looking for a way around Haley, but can't quite get it done. The 22 got a little loose there through turn 2. Now slots back here in the row in the 3rd position. In turns 3 and 4. Battle is on a little further back. Mikey Chin got into the number 70 machine. That's going to be Michael Joyner. They keep it pointed straight, but some contact was made there very briefly. No harm, no foul. We stay green. Meanwhile, the battle is on further up at the front of the field. Alex Gay looking for the position on Haley Nelson. They give us a little bit of a bump there to the 11th through turns 3 and 4. And Charles Jarvis, Tillman Hewer are there as well.
Here comes the 12 of Jarvis underneath Hewer as they're side by side off of turn number 2. Remember when Hewer was a competitor in our Super Street division, switches over to the Enduros and had much success last week, was able to get a P2 finish. So hoping to build off that and have a strong run as he tucks in line into 4th. There goes Alex Gay trying to continue to get underneath Haley Nelson. She's doing a great job defending for that 2nd place spot. Not going to give it up without a fight.
Haley is defending not 1 but 2 drivers. There you see the Tillman Hero machine, the Jeff Gordon throwback. Funny story with this 24 car, formerly driven by Chris Myers last year. Those numbers on the door are actually numbers from the Jeff Gordon race car at Hendrick Motorsports. So great throwback for Chris Myers, his favorite driver, of course, Jeff Gordon. Now it's car owner Tillman Hero behind the wheel. That car has not been to victory lane on a points-paying night as of yet. He's looking to check that box, see if he can get it done. Battle for 2nd is heating up as Hewer has gotten around the 22 and now looking for position on the 11. Haley Nelson, tip of the cap to her. She is playing terrific defense, keeping not 1, not 2, but 3 cars at bay here early.
Yeah, since slotting in line into that 2nd place spot, she has not let anybody pass them. So a lot of people think of racing as an offensive sport, making passes, but defense is just important because if you can't pass you, they can't lose the position. But Tillman Hewer is hungry. Like you mentioned, not a points-paying race that car has won, but we did see Chris get the win in the Wacky Wednesday Enduro's new winners race last year. So that was an awesome moment for the 24 team. Now hoping to get it done in front of you Saturday night fans. As speaking of Wacky Wednesday, that'll be coming up closer to the summer. Some of the best street car drag racing around. But right now, Haley Nelson, big shot. She goes around. Hard contact from Tillman Hewer. She saves it.
What a moment for young Haley Nelson. Gets it pointed straight. There you see the 11 car. And with all of the cars running for position, I was just getting ready to mention, there are 5, 6, 7 cars within about a second and a half. She lost a ton of spots right there, all the way back to P8. After running in 2nd. What a turn of events for the 11, but she just ducked it into the grass and now is going to keep it pointed in the right direction. Definitely not going to be happy there after getting sent around, but the battle is going to be on for the race lead. We're 10 laps, now 11 into this one. As we go down into turns 1 and 2, Richard Ellis is starting to see his mirror fill up. He's got the 24, the 22, and the 3. How about Mikey Chin in 4th spot? The 3 car looking to make it happen as Alex Gay is start tracking it through turns 3 and 4. The 22 is absolutely sending it around here, and Tillman Hewer is going to go to the race lead in turn 1.
I saw him gaining and finally able to get underneath him and make the pass. So the 24 hoping to run away with things, but Alex Gay is not going to make things easy. He gets by the 41, tucks in line into second, and gives a shot there to Tillman Hewer as they head off of turn number 4. All that did is boost Tillman forward. He continues to keep that lead, and now Gay under attack from Mikey Chin.
Mikey Chin doesn't run the Enduros very often, but I tell you what, he is on rails tonight. Started deep in the field, back in the 13th position, and now is making the pass for second, going around Alex Gay, who have both gone around the Richard Ellis machine for position, and now the 3 car is going to try to set his sights on the 24. I think we've seen this a time or two, the number 3 versus the 24. Mikey Chin definitely has his sights set on victory, already a U-Car winner this season, now looking for more as they go down into turns 3 and 4.
Got a lap car separating them right now. Jen Crabtree in between the 24 and the 3, but Chin able to make it by. Lap traffic continuing to play a factor. Hewer just hoping they get out of the way and he can work right by, which is exactly what happens there with the 9 of Chris Goodall. It's going to be a fight to the finish as Mikey Chin not letting Hewer get too far ahead. Alex Gay keeping it there in that 3rd place spot. Richard Ellis hanging on to 4th right now. Started outside pole, really taking advantage of his good pit pole, though he's fallen way back on the bottom.
Yeah, problems for the 41 of Ellis, who lost a couple of spots. We talked about it. That car looks to be a little bit slow. He's back in P6 right now, fighting for position with Ben Crum, who started on the pole. We've got a battle for the race lead heating up. Meanwhile, there you see on the right side of your screen, the 41, a little bit slow for Richard Ellis. Tough break for the Day of Destruction veteran, who was having a strong run there in the first half of this race, but obviously something mechanically awry on that car. Left side of your screen, it's Tillman Hewer holding off the hard-charging Mikey Chin. The 24 trying to get to victory lane for the first time in a points-paying race. Right now, Mikey Chin is trying to deny him that victory. Can Chin go in a one-off, get to victory lane here in Enduro competition? We're certainly going to wait and see, but it is a absolute barn burner setting up right here as we close in on the final 10 laps of this race. Hewer holding a pretty wheel, making life difficult. It's still a car length between he and the 3, and they head back to turn 1.
Yeah, Tillman got held up a little bit by the 70 of Michael Joyner, and we'll continue to see lap traffic play a factor as I see a few more cars up ahead of Tillman that he will catch. So Mikey Chin hoping to take advantage of that, and even if he isn't able to, just watching Tillman, looking to see what he's doing, how he's getting off the corner, just trying to find any opportunity where he can make that pass. Mikey, very experienced driver, like you mentioned, a U-Car winner, trying to get it done now in Enduros.
Making it happen for Bryant Motorsports in the 3 car. We're going to take a look at a replay here on the left side of the screen. Tillman Hewer and Mikey Chin as they split the lap cars. Look at that. Tips 2 left side tires on the apron. He's got the 73 up top. They both skirt through the middle. Let's look at it again right here. The 72 off the pace just sends it into turns 3 and 4. And again, these drivers don't have spotters, so it's not like the spotter can communicate with each other and ask them to leave the space. They don't have a voice in their ear telling them where the other cars are. They're doing it all off of instinct and what they see around them. So it is very, very crucial that the drivers know where they are, where the other cars are, because it could end your race in the snap of a finger. Working lap 23 of 30. Chin getting ever so closer, but still not quite there. Hewer holding him off for the moment.
I can't imagine how hard Mikey Chin is driving that car. He's trying to get every ounce of speed from entry all the way to exit through both ends of this racetrack, just trying to maximize it all he can. But time is running out. Tillman Hewer has done a great job of hitting his marks, not giving Chin the mistake that he's looking for, and he's just got a few more laps to hold on. But here's Chin looking low through 1 and 2. Hewer shuts the door for the time being.
It's the 24 car versus the 3 car on a short oval. We have seen this time and time again, albeit maybe a couple different drivers behind the wheel. Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt, shades of the past here with the exact 24 car that Jeff Gordon used to drive, painted on the number 24 Nissan. Chin showing him the bumper, trying to rattle his cage through turns 1 and 2. We are inside the final 5 laps to go, and Chin is running out of time. Can he make something happen with Hewer? But we know how motivated Hewer and Chris Myers are to get that car to victory lane. They're trying to get it done tonight.
Hewer's got bumped a few times, and he's handled it really well. So that's one of the things you're thinking about when you're setting up the car is you don't want it to be too free on exit where you're normally going to get that hit from the driver behind you. So Hewer has done a great job hanging on to it any time that Chin gets into his back bumper. They continue to navigate lap traffic. Now it's Chris Goodall once again that they have to work their way around. Both of them get by him smoothly, but Mikey Chin trying to give it another shot through 1 and 2. Hewer, awesome defense he's playing right now.
Man, that looked hairy for a split second. The 4 car, Jen Crabtree, was on the outside. Goodell was on the inside, and man, they had just enough to get around the outside of the 9 while skating by the 4 car, and they both end up right where they started. So it's the 24, car length and a half ahead of the 3, headed back to turns 1 and 2 inside the final couple of circuits. As we watch the battle for third, there's Zach Herdline, defending champ and race 1 winner this season, started shotgun on the field, and he is making the charge now back up to P3. The Alex Gay machine, the 22 car, still hanging the back end out of that race car, holding him off, trying to get a back-to-back P3. What a result that would be. Meanwhile, in turns 1 and 2, Mikey Chin trying to get a run off of the corner. Can he make it happen? It doesn't look like it. They're going to go down into 3 for the final time. Chin maybe try to take a swipe at it, but it's all Tillman Hewer. The 24 is going to victory lane for the first time in a points-paying race, and Alex Gay is going to end up with P3 in back-to-back races. What a drive from driver 22, and what a race we just witnessed. I know somewhere Chris Myers is absolutely smiling ear to ear. He is loving what he is seeing. Car owner and boss man getting it done tonight in the Jose Tequilas Jeff Gordon throwback. They are finally a points-paying race winner. They have been working more than 12 months to make that happen. What a night for him after holding off the hard-charging Mikey Chin. Mikey did everything he could to get to the back bumper of the 24, but it just wasn't enough. Let's take you through your Enduro finishing order here really quick. Tillman Hewer, your race winner. Mikey Chin going to come home P2. Alex Gay going to come home P3 for second consecutive time. Zach Herdline, defending champ, ends up P4. Haley Nelson, again, another P5 for her. Ben Crum, after starting on the pole, ends up P6. Danny Franklin was P7. Charles Jarvis was P8. Jennifer Crabtree was 9th. Chris Goodell was 10th. Michael Joyner, 11th. Logan Atkins was 12th, Ian Moyer 13th, Richard Ellis with a DNF and P14, Thomas Matsky was P15, and Brandon Davis, the rookie, did not start the race. He caps off the field P16. I know this moment has been in the makings for quite some time. Tillman Hewer and the entire organization are going to soak in the moment. They are finally race winners in the Portsmouth Army Navy Enduro class. Mentioned it during the race, but a fun fact about this car, those door numbers on that Nissan are from an actual Jeff Gordon stock car from back in the day. Chris told me the story last year. Really neat deal. Those decals Jeff Gordon actually raced with. So you're not just seeing a remake of a car. Those are actual numbers. The car was painted as soon as Chris saw it. He knew what the paint scheme was going to be, and that is the result. The 24 car with the red flames and the blue base back to victory lane. They are ready to get out and celebrate. Tillman Hewer going to take in the moment. I'm sure going to be very excited to talk to Atlee here in just a moment.
Yeah, what a moment to close out the night for the Portsmouth Army Navy Enduro Series. Tillman Hewer able to get it done. The 24 car, friends and family, I'm sure, very happy. We got a little bit of conflict down here on Victory Lane. The Haley Nelson Parts Barn Motorsports crew is not very happy. We saw Tillman get into the back bumper of that 11 earlier in the race, expressing their displeasure, but things are controlled in the most part. We'll talk to Tillman here in a second. But again,
not sure if that's a crew member of the Mikey Chin race car or the Haley Nelson car. By the way, Bryant Motorsports crew member definitely not happy with driver 24. And at this point, not quite sure where that comes from, but either way, both cars ended up in the top 5.
Really cool, though, to see the Jeff Gordon car. That's an awesome story with the numbers and definitely carrying on the legacy. Jeff Gordon, of course, multi-time NASCAR champion. Got the Smiley seating in air, cooling crew heading down with the trophy. They've been with us. And here we go, Tillman Hewer, your race winner here in the Portsmouth Army Navy Enduros. Special moment for the 24 team. the 30-lap race and able to put together a good run. Now, you worked your way up through the field, had to fight a lot of different cars, hold off a lot of different cars. Chin put a lot of pressure on you all the way into the very end of this race, but able to hold them off. So had to make moves to get up through the field, then had to be defensive. Just walk us through that race.
Man, we started in the back with the pill draw. I came through nice and clean, okay? People are a little disgruntled back here, but that's racing. I apologize to Haley. There wasn't nothing personal. They're the ones making it personal right now. So guess what? Racing's racing. We'll be back here next week. We're going to do it again.
Now, we haven't seen a points-paying race win yet. We know Chris was able to get it done back in the new Winners Enduro race. That was a cool moment. So now, what does it mean to finally get it done on a Saturday night?
Man, in my own car, doing it my own way, that's what it's all about. We're going to bring it back home to Virginia Beach. We're going to celebrate tonight. We're going to have a great time.
There you go, celebrations getting ready to be underway for the Tillman Hewer crew. 24 closes out the night and gets it done.
Race fans, that is going to do it for Smiley's Heating and Cooling Race Night. I want to give a big congratulations to all of our race winners tonight. It was Tommy Jackson in the Legends. Chase McAdams got it done in the Super Trucks. Gordon Weeks in the Super Streets. Bubba Farmer and Sean Ote, your winners from the Virginia Vintage Racers. Chase Burrow, the late model stock race winner. Paul Lubno got it done in the Grand Stocks, and Tillman Hewer gets it done in the Enduros. Join us next week in 7 days' time for Dominion Race Night. We can't wait to have you there here at the racetrack while tuning in live on Flow Racing. A special thank you to our terrific production team, as always. That starts with the head of the show, Justin Kern, our director, and our camera operators, Will Locke, Casey Kern, and Raymond Haynes. Big shout out to Atlee Weiss and Chuck Hall for helping me on pit road. I'm Adam Welbrock saying so long from Hampton, Virginia race fans. We'll see you in 7 days' time.